Back everybody, Matt the Man here. Hope you doing well. This weekend we had the new Mortal Kombat movie. Mortal Kombat! Flawless victory. Get over here! Anyway, Mortal Kombat 2 came out. This is a sequel to the Mortal Kombat reboot that came out 5 years ago. I cannot believe it's already been 5 years since that last Mortal Kombat movie came out in 2021. Warner Brothers at the time was being an idiot and stupid and put the movie out in theaters and on HBO Max on the same day. Don't know why you do that. You should have just pushed the movie out a little bit longer and then have it just come out in theaters. It would have made more money. But hey, luckily we got a sequel. And now I wasn't a huge fan of that first one. I actually went back and watched it before seeing the new one, if it had been 5 years. Still can't believe it's been 5 years. And you know, it was alright. It's a good prequel. Like, it's a good prequel movie before the tournament. If you just look at it as a prequel, it works. If you look at it as a Mortal Kombat movie with tournaments, no. It's bad. But visually, it looked good. I love the Scorpion and Sub-Zero stuff in that first one. So, overall, I was like, hey, Mortal Kombat. I grew up with Mortal Kombat. People, I am the 90s kid. Born in 89. Grew up in the 90s. Mortal Kombat on Sega Genesis was the shit. Before GoldenEye on N64, it was Mortal Kombat on Sega Genesis. I would play that game with my brother or his friends or my friends. Yeah. That's debatable. But we would play that game all the time. Or just play it as, yourself and try to fight each, person. It was great. And then, of course, the movie that came out in 1995, 96, was iconic with that theme music. That theme music literally set everything. That Mortal Kombat techno, it's perfect. Not to mention, the 90s movie is, it's a product of the 90s. But you had people like the actor that played Sung Shin, or whatever his name is. The bad guy. Yeah. I had no idea for many years. That was Johnny Tsunami's grandfather. I had no idea for many years. The bad guy in Mortal Kombat is Johnny Tsunami's grandfather. And Pono, I killed a lot of people in that Mortal Kombat movie. Yeah. Flawless victory. And then of course you gotta remember Bridget Wilson. Everybody loved. And there's an actress in the 90s that you go, yes. Move over Cameron Diaz of the 90s. Hello, Bridget Wilson, who played Sonya Blade, who also at the same time was in Billy Madison. Oh, Veronica Mars. One for Judge Shiny. Mortal Kombat and Billy Madison with the same actress. Hot teacher Sonya Blade. It doesn't get any better. Wow. And then she went on to be in The Wedding Planner. Moving forward, Mortal Kombat 2. We knew that Johnny Cage was going to be in this movie. And they announced Carl Urban. And everyone was like, Carl Urban? I love Carl Urban. Who doesn't like Carl Urban? But he's a lot older than you would expect for Johnny Cage. But hey, let's talk about it. Mortal Kombat 2. Positives. Carl Urban as Johnny. He's great. He's fun. He gets some of the best lines in the movie. Really funny. He has a nice character arc. His arc reminded me of Tim Allen in Galaxy Quest. The older, washed-up actor trying to be relevant. Going to Comic-Cons, not getting, no one's bothering with him anymore. And, suddenly something comes up kind of even like movie, these people just show up. Hey, we need you to come, help save the world. Like the aliens in the galaxy was, hey, we need you to come with us to save our, ship. You are our last hope. That's not right. So it's definitely, if you watch Tim Allen and Galaxy West, it's very similar to what you see with Carl Urban in Mortal Kombat 2. But I like him, he is the main focus of this movie, or one of the main focuses. The other is Katana, the character Katana. She has the more emotional journey throughout the movie. I thought she was really good. The tournament itself, visually, it is what you would want if you played the video game. They even have like little stones that represent the 5 players on each side of the teams that, once one stone goes away, that's, getting closer to who's going to win the tournament and who's not going to win the tournament. And like I said, with CGI and green screen is what it is today. The visually, a lot of set pieces look like the video game. So as a fan of the video games, right on! And this movie has a lot of humor, a lot of pop culture humor. Kano is great again. Like I said, Carl Urban has a lot of great pop culture references. He even makes a reference to Lord of the Rings, which was the best thing in the world. Yes, Carl Urban was in Lord of the Rings. Okay. But it was a great wink, nod to Lord of the Rings. Some of my negatives with the movie. They don't use the theme music like they should. I was watching this movie, I know they did a kind of like a remix of it, but there were, like in the third act especially, when we had 3 different battles, fights going on, and they're editing and intercutting them in between each one. They should have ramped up that music and had that going full blast. And just, Mortal Kombat! And they did it. And that, to me, kind of, yes, the fighting was cool, but like, this should have been so badass. This should have been like the top thing already of the year. Did you see that third act in Mortal Kombat with the fight and the music? But we don't get that. Also, the characters that you enjoyed in the last movie, don't expect anything from them in this movie. Sonya Blade, Jax, Liu Kang, the new guy, Cole. Yeah, the new guy, Cole. Don't expect anything from them. This movie does nothing to develop them more at all. They're just there to be there to fight in the tournament. Which is kind of sad because, like, you should have developed these characters more. You built the world in the first movie. Now let's explore the characters in the second movie during the tournaments. I thought that was really sad because, it's like, what was the point of bringing them back? You should have just started with a whole new group of people, characters. Also, the tournaments themselves were too quick. Like, I felt like each fight scene was like less than a minute. It felt short. Like, I think they needed to have some of these fight scenes longer. Like, have some build-up to the actual fight. Also, when you have these fight scenes, most of them, there's nobody watching. It's just the 2 fighters fighting. So you don't get any impact of other people watching and, having those people in the stands cheering or yelling or, getting worried if someone's losing or if somebody dies. Nobody knows for a while that person died in the tournament. And then having that impact right away. Also in positives, was it Balthazar or what's his name? The guy with the giant teeth. He was great. I loved him. He was funny. He was kind of scary. And his back and forth with Carl Urban, perfect. But yeah, other than that, I think this is definitely a better Mortal Kombat movie than the last movie. Would I see a third one? Yeah. But I would hope they would develop the characters more than what we got in this movie, which was, other than for Carl Urban and Katana, that's it. Even the members on the villain side, they didn't do much. I would give this probably a 3.9 out of 5. Better than the last movie, but without the character development, I thought the tournament was, in fight scenes, were short at points, and not using that Mortal Kombat theme music to the best of its full power. Yeah. What did you think of Mortal Kombat 2? Was this a flawless victory or a fatality? You let me know in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button, Matt the Bat.